This one cool thing video is an overview of Google Drive and just where things are, general layout. So up in the upper left hand corner you have the new button. This is where you can create a new folder, upload a file, which you can also do just by dragging a file or a folder directly into Google Drive from a window on your computer. You can create a new Google Doc, new sheet, new slides. If you select more, you can select from some of the other Google apps, even connect other apps to the Google Drive. You have the option here for blank sheets or blank docs, but you can also select from a template. So in some cases there's basic templates that have been created for Google Doc or Google Sheet. Right now you can see I have my drive, which if I click the little triangle right here, I can see all my folders that I have. I also have all my team drives. Right now I'm currently in the science team drive, which looks just like my own drive, but this is the same thing that colleagues in the science department can see. If I have ever had any document shared with me, say via email, if I click here on shared with me, I'll see it, and I'll see it listed in order of the last time it was opened. So I can go there. If I click on recent, I can also pull up any of the recent videos that I've had open. If I click on starred, so files that I use frequently or maybe folders that I use frequently, I can star. So for example, if I'm in here and I want to star this NGSS folder, if I right click on it, I have these options right here. If I click add star, now when I go to starred, I now will have that NGSS folder there. So use this for some of your most frequently used topics so that you'll be able to find them easily. Okay. Now moving up to the top, the single most important part is the search bar. If you search anything in here, you'll be searching your drive. You have the option to really kind of narrow down your search just like you would on a Google search. So typically this is how you're going to be able to find things. The search bar actually makes us become really complacent in terms of organization, but it's really powerful, and typically you can find what you need very quickly. Continuing on up at the top, you have this little question mark that's a little different in my view right now. You have settings. If you want to be able to sync your Google Drive folder with your computer, I would go up here and select Get Drive File Stream for Mac, or PC, and this will allow you to be able to sync your folders and your documents with your computer. So very, very useful there. This is an icon you really want to learn and pay attention to. This is the Google Apps icon. I've heard it called a waffle, and if you select this, you can see all the different Google apps. And you can customize this. For example, Google Plus, I probably don't use that very often, but something like Google Keep, I do. So I'll move that up here. I got my sheets, docs, etc. Maybe YouTube I might use a little more often than sites, forms, and maps I might use a little more often. So you can kind of customize this. Whenever you see this little group of 9 boxes, that's a real good home base for you to be able to navigate to other apps within the Google Suite. Moving down here, you have the option to switch from grid view to list view, which I'm currently in, and view details. This is kind of a nice feature that you can always have on the side. So right now I can see the activity, I can see everything that's been done within this shared drive in recent memory. I can go to the details. If I click on that NGSS folder, I can see the details. I can see who created it, last time it was modified. I could add a description for it. If I go to activity, I can also see who's been working in here. So this is useful for you, but also for collaboration type work. And you have a variety of different things. Now, within Google Drive, as I have these different folders and files, if I right click on any of them, I always have the same options. So I can preview it, so I can see what it looks like without actually opening it up in Google Sheets. I can open with, typically it's going to be Google Sheets. I can directly share this with somebody, so I can go right there and I can type in their email. I can get the shareable link. So right now, and I'll have other videos on sharing settings, but this is how I could get that link to share with somebody really quick. If I need to reorganize it, I can select Move To, and now I can find the different folders and move it where I need to. So maybe I needed to move it to Lab Tech, I could hit Move. I don't want to do that. So you can organize and move. I can add the star so that it'll show up in my starred list right there on the left. I can rename it. I can make a copy. I could download it, or I could delete it. So that's kind of like the basic overview. And you can notice that when I'm selecting on that file right now, up here I can see a lot of those same options. So get shareable link, share it, I can preview it, I could delete it, or right here from the 3 drop down, basically everything else I would get if I had just right clicked it. Okay, so that's kind of a nice little overview of the Google Drive interface.